Hey there, basketball lovers, welcome back. Today we're going to have a nostalgic memory of an old player. And guess what? He was not just a random player. He had some special guts in him. Any guesses who we're talking about? It's the legendary John Havlicek. It's been more than 30 years since John Havlicek won his 8th NBA championship with the Boston Celtics, and still today his record, statistics, and legacy seems superhuman. He was a 13-time NBA All-Star and eventually entered the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 1984. And today we're going to look at how good was 8th NBA championship winner Havlicek actually. So, let's begin. But before we proceed further, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, do hit that subscribe button so that you won't be missing out on any future NBA content. Nicknamed Hondo for his resemblance to John Wayne, Havlicek was drafted 9th in the first round in 1962 out of Ohio State by a Celtics team stocked with stars. Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, Casey Jones, Sam Jones, Tom Sanders, Tom Henson, and Frank Ramsey. Boston won championships in 6 of his first 7 years. Known for his prowess on both offense and defense, John Havlicek was gifted with a unique awareness on the court. The awareness was made famous by his clutch steal during the 1965 Eastern Conference Championship, which ended the game in the closing seconds. He deflected a Philadelphia 76ers inbound pass to seal a 1-point Boston victory, a moment that was immortalized by Celtics announcer Johnny Most's impassioned call of "Havlicek steals it, Havlicek stole the ball." Then as the veteran players gradually moved on, Havlicek became the elder statesman and moved up to become a starter. The team won championships in 73-74 and 75-76, with Havlicek leading squads that included Dave Cowens and JoJo White. John Havlicek was a wonderful friend who represented the best of the NBA. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said in a statement, "He described himself as a man of routine and discipline, a humble approach that produced extraordinary results." Born on April 8, 1940 in Martins Ferry, Ohio, Havlicek became a standout athlete at Bridgeport High School in the small coal mining town of 2,500, Wheeling, West Virginia. The 6'5" Havlicek was also an outstanding football and basketball player in high school and was given a tryout by the Cleveland Browns after graduating from college. As a sophomore at Ohio State, he scored 12.2 points a game as the Buckeyes won the national championship, beating California 75-55 in the final. His junior and senior years, Ohio State again won the Big Ten titles and made it to the NCAA title game, but lost to Cincinnati each time. During Havlicek's 3 years at Ohio State, the Buckeyes went 78-6, dominating most games, unlike any team up to that time. In Game 5 of the 1968 Eastern Division Finals, Havlicek recorded a near triple-double as he racked up 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists as the Celtics avoided to be eliminated by the 76ers. He almost replicated his performance in Game 7 as he recorded 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists in a 196 road win against the 76ers. They became the first team to overcome a 3-1 deficit. The Celtics won the 1974 NBA championship, and Havlicek was named NBA Finals MVP. Havlicek was named an All-Star in 13 consecutive seasons, 65-66 to 77-78, and was a 5-time All-Defensive First-Team selection. Despite coming off the bench for the majority of his career, he held the NBA record for most games played, 1,270, and was third on the league's all-time points scored list upon his retirement in 78. In 1996, he was named one of the top 50 players in NBA history, and he was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 1984. His number 17 Celtics jersey was immediately retired and hung in the Boston Garden rafters upon his enshrinement in the Hall in '84. The first NBA player to score 1,000 points in 16 consecutive seasons, Hondo was best known as a tireless worker who was in constant motion on the floor, making it challenging for foes to keep up with him. The surprising facts and figures are getting high on the scale. Stay tuned in for more spectacular versions of John. Hope you guys are enjoying the video, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do it now in order to make sure that you don't miss out on any future NBA content from now on. He also had the inner drive that characterized Celtics' pride. After his first year, Havlicek went home and worked hard to improve both his outside shooting and his dribbling. The next season, he led the team in scoring, averaging 19.9, and he showed that he was ready to assume Ramsey's position as the Celtics' all-important sixth man. Despite Cousy's retirement, Boston won 59 games in 63-64 and vanquished the San Francisco Warriors in 5 games for the NBA crown. Havlicek made the All-NBA second team. For the next 5 seasons, Havlicek was the best reserve in basketball. As Boston's super sub, he came in at either guard or forward and was usually on the court at the end of the game. Along with Russell, Havlicek routinely played the most minutes. Havlicek didn't mind the sixth-man role. It never bothered me. He once said, "Because I think that role is very important to a club. One thing I learned from Red Auerbach was that it's not who starts the game, but who finishes it, and I generally was around at the finish." During the 1960s, Havlicek proved that Cousy had misjudged him. The non-shooter had blossomed into an offensive force who could be counted on to score 18 to 21 points. Havlicek could hit from anywhere and excelled at shooting on the run. He showcased his talents at the 1968 NBA All-Star Game, in which he racked up 26 points in 22 minutes. In addition, his improved ball handling made him just as effective at guard as forward. Havlicek also didn't burn out as Cousy had predicted. The man in motion, as he was dubbed in a book title, continued to run defenders into the ground. It was once estimated that he ran 3 to 5 miles per game. The quiet, even-tempered Havlicek didn't cut an imposing figure, but he had the broad-shouldered, sinewy frame of a steelworker. He also brought tremendous self-discipline and a methodical approach to tasks. The 1969-70 campaign put an end to the Celtics dynasty. With Russell and Jones retired, the team failed to make the playoffs for the first time in 20 years. Under new coach Tom Henson, Havlicek became a starter and the hub of Boston's offense. He had a sensational year, accomplishing the rare feat of leading his team in 3 categories, scoring 24.2 points, rebounding 7.8, and assists 6.8. He ranked 8th in the league in scoring and 7th in assists. Havlicek continued his whirlwind offense and defense. The New York Times reported that after watching him put on a one-man show against the Knicks one evening, Bill Russell was heard to say, "The man is crazy. One of these days he'll find he can't do it anymore." But Havlicek was able to do it right up until the end. He played in all 82 games and averaged more than 16 points during his final campaign in 77-78, despite turning 38 in mid-season. His last year was a dismal one for the Celtics, however, as they fell to the Atlantic Division basement. But Hondo was treated to a 2-month farewell tour in which fans flocked to arenas to pay tribute. Wrapping the legend's facts, let's have a look at a list of Havlicek's numerous honors and accomplishments. 8-time NBA champion, 63-66, 68, 69, 74, and 76. NBA Finals MVP, 1974. 13-time NBA All-Star, 66-78. 26,395 points, franchise record. 4-time All-NBA First Team, 71-74. 7-time All-NBA Second Team, 64, 66, 68-70, 75, and 76. 5-time NBA All-Defensive First Team, 1972 and 1976. 3-time NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 1969 to 1971. NBA All-Rookie First Team, 1963. Number 17 retired by the Celtics in 84. And the NCAA champion Ohio State, 1960. Havlicek retired with a slew of impressive statistics. He was the NBA's all-time leader in games played at the time. He also ranked in the NBA's top 10 in minutes played and in total points. At the end of his career, Havlicek had so many championship rings that he could have opened a jewelry store. He'd been on 8 Boston championship teams in 1980, and he was named to the NBA 35th anniversary all-time team. In 1983, he was elected to the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. And in 1996, he was named to the NBA 50th anniversary all-time team. Havlicek died at the age of 79 on April 25th, 2019. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and thumbs up if you've liked it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you won't be missing out on any interesting videos from now on.